Hobbs and Shaw movie had a credit scene, I think.
Let's not talk about that.
I like that movie, all right? It was dumb, but it was fun, dumb action. Like
two bald guys just going at it.
Yeah, come on.
Two old bald guys.
You didn't smell what they were cooking.
Dude, fucking...
No,
well, but when you say two old bald guys going at it, it sounds weird.
But it's
because you made it sound weird.
I did. Intentionally.
And that's how we know you're gay.
Okay, well...
But what didn't you like about that movie, Jared?
What?
It doesn't matter what you didn't like about that.
I'm going to hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab.
You can't have an opinion on something that you haven't even tried.
Exactly.
The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. Merit scientist lab.
That's always been Colbert's thing. The whole fake character, but...
Well, yeah, I mean, that's true. But at least when I was in high school and out of high school... I was actually kind of addicted to late night TV.
Oh, yeah.
I had to watch it.
I used to watch it
because
every
there
night.
wasn't anything else to watch.
That's true. This is very true.
Right,
but
there
I'm
were
saying
limited options, yeah.
Well, so in my room, right, in my very first house that I lived in, before I had cable in it, actually, I don't even think I ever got cable in my room. I had the rabbit ears. Yeah, I'm dead serious, dude.
Jinx.
Well, you owe me a soda, sir, or a beer.
I knocked on wood.
Okay, well, we don't have wood over here to knock on, so it doesn't work.
So I win.
Okay, so you win.
I've got wood.
We've all got wood, ladies and gentlemen. And speaking of ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 89 of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast. As always, it is IRJ, the pizza guy, along with Jared, the visual mad scientist, and joining us, as always, the other pizza guy, or the real pizza guy.
The legit pizza guy.
Okay, because I don't do that.
Current pizza guy.
Our good friend Shawn, Shawn Phelan.
Still in the game.
With the nice Batman thing in the background. That shit is sick, dude.
Why you got to put my government name out there? Man?
I don't know. Like, you share it on Facebook.
He does that shit a lot.
I do. I'm sorry. I don't mean to do it, but I do it.
But you do.
At least you pronounced it right, because people call me Felon, Falan.
Shawn the Felon.
Shawn the Felon.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. It's got a nice ring to it.
Or back when I was in middle school and I was literally failing, the joke was, Shawn, Shawn Phelan. They would say, Shawn's Phelan, like, put the apostrophe S.
Yeah, fuck those kids.
Yeah,
Why are you
fuck
failing,
them,
bro?
Yeah, fuck them kids.
Because I was too cool for school, all right?
I think a lot of us were. Yeah. Well, I know Jared's probably the smartest one here.
I was fucking a shitty student.
I was actually not that bad of a student.
I never did my homework.
But I did a lot of drugs.
Don't listen to us. Stay in school, kids.
Well, not a lot of drugs. Some.
No, I went to school a lot. I was getting perfect attendance. I just never did my homework.
Well,
dude, homework.
Yeah, you can't.
Dude,
just
is homework
show up.
still
you
a
have
thing?
To do the work.
Is that still a thing?
Yeah, I'm pretty.
Yeah.
Or have they?
For the last
like
year, that was the only thing was homework.
Yeah, well, I get that, but it didn't. Somewhere they like eliminated it because they felt like it wasn't necessary.
It's not fucking necessary, but they haven't eliminated.
But no, if we did homework, kids forever have to do homework. Okay.
Well, that's not good.
Because otherwise, I'm gonna yell at a cloud about fucking kids not having to do homework.
And then you're gonna shake your fist at the sea because it's too salty. Yeah.
Why are you yelling at clouds?
Because that's what angry old men do.
They do.
I don't yell at clouds. Clouds are fucking
ask Abe
fluffy
Simpson. Okay.
It proves that we have atmosphere and keeping you alive.
All right. Well, it's good to be alive in the atmosphere. Speaking of angry old men, I had a guy pick up his vehicle tonight at my place of employment, and man, his breath was horrible, dude. It was absolutely atrocious. He was like, "Oh, why do I owe this?" So I was like, "Well, you have to speak to so-and-so." I was like, "You owe this and the third-party warranty." And he's like right here in my face, bro.
Why don't you tell him to back the fuck up?
Man, because he was I thought he was going to fall.
Was he wearing a mask?
He was walking. He was wearing it. He just stunk really bad. And it just was driving me crazy. I was like, "Sir, here's your vehicle. Speak to them tomorrow. Like, you have to pay. Or you
How
can't."
bad did his car smell?
I didn't get in his car. That's what I got a porter for.
It's probably like that episode of Seinfeld. Remember, like the
BO episode?
Yeah, right. The guy wouldn't even steal the car because it smells so bad.
Dude, that's I've learned to appreciate that show as I've gotten older.
Oh, legendary.
The writing on that shit is fucking insane. And it took me a while to kind of appreciate it the way.
That's what I'm saying. You don't. it's not a kid's show. You know what I mean?
I was into it as a kid, but the older you get, the more you appreciate it. But the real adults version of Seinfeld is Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh yeah, that show's funny as fuck. Dude.
Oh my god!
I remember when it first came on. I was watching it. I had HBO at that time, and I watched that shit. I don't know how I came across it. I just came across it one day, and I fucking started watching it, and it, like within the first 2 minutes of me looking at that shit, I was fucking dying laughing. I'm like, I haven't seen it in a while, so I'm way behind.
Yeah, because they go like years in between seasons. Although they did do a season last year, right before COVID. Well, I can't wait for a COVID Larry David, like, because he's always been that way. Like, you know, don't touch me. Like,
I think what happened was that was part of the deal with HBO. He was like, yo, if you want me to do this show or keep doing this show, like, you're going to have to give me time to just be chill and fucking work on my own time. So that's basically what happened with that.
And also, supposedly, like, they don't really have a script. They just kind of have like a general story.
Yeah, it's like improv.
They basically ad-lib. They improv, which is great.
That's sick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's why it's funny. Because it's like, there's no lines no one has to remember.
Well, some of the best scenes in film or in television are improvised. Yeah. I mean, some of the most iconic scenes in films.
I don't know. Do y'all know that there's this page on Facebook that they have like scripts and shit? And then they'll show the scene, and then they'll show the script of how it was written.
Yes, I have seen that before. I haven't seen it in a while, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
I was watching one the other day. I fucking can't remember what it was now. But I was watching one. It was a famous scene, and I was just watching. Was it Tom Hardy and somebody else? Anyway, I was just watching how the things were written, and then what they were actually saying, and it didn't match up. Oh, it was Thor. It was it was Guardians of the Galaxy. No. It was when they were on the ship. It was one of the was it Infinity War? When they were on the ship and they were like, "Oh, I'm in charge." No,
Captain Phillips.
No,
I am the captain now.
No, oh my God, man! I'm talking about one of the Marvel movies.
It's not Thor. It's not Guardians of the Galaxy.
Thor is in it, and then the Guardians of the Galaxy are in it, and they're in the ship, and they're like fighting over who's in charge of the mission. Yes, this is
the Avengers. Yes.
No, I think it's Infinity War. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
right,
so
maybe because what's his name from Parks and Rec? He's like, well, obviously, like, you know, and Thor's like, well, of course, yes, of course, I'm talking about you.
Okay,
like,
so that was the scene. But I was watching how it was actually written, and then how they were doing it, and like the way they were doing it was like way better than how it was written. Like, it was similar, but then there was like subtleties that you could tell was like improv.
Right.
And it was it's just interesting to see how someone else wrote it, and then how the artist performs it.
Yeah,
that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
You know, it's not cool, ladies and gentlemen. Not being able to find gas. I'm sorry, I had to bring it up.
Yeah,
I hate it. I can't find gas.
How low are you?
How
low can you go?
I've got 50 miles till E, my friend.
Ooh,
I'm about to be hitting feet out here.
I mean,
look at that guy run.
Speaking of Seinfeld, you'd be like when Kramer tried to see how far you could get below the E.
Dude, no. So this
I've
is what
happened. By the way,
okay. So for those that don't know, here along the East Coast, the pipeline was hacked, the infrastructure was hacked sometime last week, and they've cut off the supply of gas. Not to say that there isn't any gas, and it's created this whole.
There's plenty in my mid-region right now.
Yeah. Oh, God. Especially for the pizza. Thank you for that, by the way. And so in this area, every gas station you go to, or at least from what is just packed with cars. And I'm sure you've seen it on Facebook, people loading up barrels in bags.
It's not just here. It's South Carolina.
Yeah,
Carolina.
It's,
it's all down the coast. I mean, although right here is the worst, because I saw they broke it down today, like, by state, the percentage of gas stations that are out of gas.
Yep.
Now, Virginia was 50%, which is like
it's 50%. It was like 17 the other day.
Okay, yeah. Today it was 50% when I saw on CNN. They said D.C., 88% of the gas stations.
Well, that's why we're taking the metro tomorrow, folks.
Shit, is there going to be fucking... Well, it's electricity.
And where are we going tomorrow?
We're going to see Jared perform at the Ugly Mug down in Southeast.
Yes.
All right, we're very excited.
Southeast.
Yeah.
Now, of course, by the time people watch this, it will have already
passed.
So we will talk about it next time, and we will insult you. All right. So, no, but it just sucks, man. So I have an event that I have to go to tomorrow afternoon. So anyway, before I get to that, so what's today? Friday? So this started happening, what, Wednesday?
Tuesday.
Or Tuesday.
Tuesday.
So
Yeah.
Monday, I live relatively close to where I work. Okay, I only travel within a 4 mile radius.
4 mile radius.
4 mile radius. I am coming for the laboratory. And so I fill up maybe $10, $15 worth in my tank. Gas is a little high right now. You know, I get it.
I'm a little high.
Yeah, gas is a little high. So, but $10 to $15 will last me a week. Okay, just going to and from work and traveling in the general vicinity. And I have to take a kind of a trip tomorrow, nowhere too far, but I do not have enough gas to get there. And before we started the show, I picked Shawn up, who was nice enough to bring me a pizza. Thank you, Shawn.
No problem, brother.
Well, I should say us a pizza.
And he can give you gas money, but guess what? You can't get
No. So I drove by the Liberty right here off of Franconia. Okay, because I heard there
You
was
went to the one that somebody else posted earlier. You knew it was going to
no.
be
My
empty.
mother actually said that they had gas before our mutual friend posted the picture of his hideous vehicle.
Well, when we put up there, they might as well have played Vince McMahon's theme song because there was no chance in hell.
Yeah, dude. So no, do you know what's crazy? We saw the first pump, and I was like, "Oh my god, there's no bag on the
Oh
handle."
yeah, he got sized.
I was like, dude, they have gas. And then we got closer to it. There's this big old white
pump
paper.
is out of order.
This is out of order. And I was like, fuck. And then there's the little BP right across, literally right next to it. Everything's done. There's no gas anywhere. It's fucking whack. So tomorrow I'm going to have to figure out where I'm going, how I'm going to get gas. They're like, oh, you just drive all the way down there. What if I drive all the way down there, they don't have gas, and then I run out?
And then you wasted all that gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. That's not a
Also,
good idea.
if you're playing a drinking game out there, drink every time we say gas.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, no bullshit.
And if you know where they have gas, comment on the page.
Well, by Monday, I'm going to be walking everywhere, so it's okay. But that shit, it's terrible. There are people
I'm going to keep
just
my
like,
gas levels to myself.
yeah, don't, please. Please, I don't want to hear your gas levels, sir.
No, I'm saying I don't want motherfuckers to be like, oh, he got some.
Jared wants.
So
people to
I'm
keep
actually
everything
thinking
to
about committing a
themselves.
crime.
Be like my pocket, because my pocket gave Jared a thumbs up on Facebook. He said, "Keep your pocket to yourself."
So yeah, keep your pockets to yourself.
I
No.
hate that thumb on the messenger. It always gets in the way.
It does. You know what's crazy? I've accidentally sent that to
A
somebody
million times.
A million times.
And some people get pissed. Some people like take the thumb as being like sarcastic. And I'm like,
It is kind of.
but I don't think
It's
that.
a,
I
dude,
think
it's a big fucking thumb, dude.
I think it's just a way to say like, okay, no doubt, you know, like. But
It's a big thumb.
but sometimes when I send
Sure,
it by
Shawn.
accident, I'm like, ooh, this doesn't look good.
Yeah.
Like,
Sure, Shawn.
You know what? Look, if I wanted to do that, I'd give you this.
This,
okay?
yeah, just give you the finger.
and
That
there-
one isn't there.
There's your thumbnail for this episode. All right.
I don't think so.
All right.
So
I gave you what you wanted last week.
Fair enough.
It was pretty cool though.
Give me what I
liked it,
want.
man. Give me what I want. Yeah,
Give me what I want.
He
Yeah,
said,
she's-
"Was that pose?"
yeah. And I
And
was
you
like,
did it right because that wasn't even in the show.
So,
It
yeah.
was just the thumbnail.
I was in there.
no, that
No,
was in there.
if you,
I had to get the frame.
Okay.
Man, who you talking
Man,
to?
please do not
The
insult his
visual mad
intelligence.
scientist. That's what I'm
too
talking
late.
about.
What?
Well, look, I watch on the treadmill and I'm
I
going
go
hard. All
bro,
right.
I go fucking frame by frame to find these thumbnails.
Frame by
Rearrange it.
frame, bit by bit. So yeah, the whole gas situation sucks. It's just like
Assholes.
dude. Do people not realize that if you don't store gas properly, it will go bad? Like
No, not just properly in general.
in general.
Your
Okay.
place is gonna blow up like a meth.
Yeah,
So,
oh,
dude, that's
okay.
one
Oh, yeah,
fucking
please.
flick of the cigarette.
You know what?
Dog the bounty hunter's coming for you.
You know what? All
Brah.
you fuckers that are hoarding them in fucking containers that are not really sealed, go right ahead. Darwinism is in effect.
We're
'Cause
throwing
you will
matches in
fucking
your
burn
garage.
No, I'm not doing that. But
All right.
if
I'm doing
one little spark goes off and that's in a confined area, you're fucked.
Fuck
yeah,
you.
yeah. So it just sucks, and it's just like the whole toilet paper thing.
It's science.
Yeah, it's the same people. The same people that bought all the toilet paper and the sanitizer.
And I got told on this very show, when I said the people who were buying all the toilet paper were dumb, I got told on this show, no, they're not dumb, first of all. Yes, they are.
Who told you that?
There was a certain guest who tried to say that at one point.
I don't know who you are, but we do.
You know who it is.
We'll find you.
I will save it for later.
We have a very particular set of skills.
Yeah, no bullshit. But yeah, it just no. But I'm actually genuinely concerned about finding gas now because I figured like, okay, they reopened the pipeline. Okay,
it's gonna take a couple days.
Yeah, I get it.
By Monday, things should be.
I think it came from the governor. I don't think that they stopped for a second, but they had to manually do it. They just couldn't do it electronically. So it was never like shut down. But
but just
it's just the people going to get all the shit and what is creating the shortage.
Well, yeah. So if across from Tortuga Verde, as we like to call it, there's a gas station. Tuesday night, I leave work. I got plenty of gas. I'm like, okay, this can wait. I'm sure this will pass. I'm obviously a moron. And this is at 9:30 at night, okay? There is a line going all the way down Beulah Street, and this is for people that live in the area that can visualize this. So there's two big lines, one going all the way down Beulah, and then there's one in the parking lot right in front of Mission Barbecue.
They thought they were being slick by coming around.
Yeah, and Mission Barbecue, and it wrapped around down to the library. There was easily 60 cars or more in that gas station. I was like, this is nuts. It's 9:30 at night.
I drove by people on Franconia Old Keene, and I just rolled down my window and I yelled, "Stupid fuckers!"
Did anybody say?
Somebody laughed.
Well, at least somebody has a sense of humor because there are people that really might need gas to get. Again, people travel every day for work, especially all over the country. But in this area, commuting is a very, very big thing.
But that's why I told you luckily I didn't have to wait in line too long, but I knew I was going to have to drive to DC Wednesday. So I was like, I have to get gas. So I fucking just did it, and I just filled it up. I normally don't fill my car because especially since the pandemic, I haven't been driving to work. My shit sits there. So all I need is a half a tank.
Yeah.
If that. And
So you notice it's like, oh, like, hey, we can go outside again. Take away their gas. Like I've seen some memes and stuff. But
it never ends. Like this, just when can we just get back to fucking normal life? Like
it's just whack, man. So
they're like, oh well, you can kind of take your mask off now, but guess what? You can't drive your fucking car because you have no gas.
Yeah.
No, I think what happened is people are just scared.
Yeah, well,
like one little thing goes wrong.
Yeah, I get it.
But it was like that before any of this happened. You know what? Like with snowstorms and shit.
Exactly. It's the same people that when they say, "Oh, we're getting 2 feet of snow tomorrow," which of course turns out to be 4 inches. Yeah. People are like, "Oh, I got to go buy every bottle of water in the store. I got to buy all the toilet paper, all the bread." Like,
I have to feed my cat.
What happens a few days later? You're throwing a bunch of shit out because it went bad.
You just wasted a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
Right.
When people really do need it, and it's like, it just sucks, dude. So I'm going to be spending a good portion of my morning tomorrow, hopefully trying to find gas.
You sound so desperate.
I trying to find gas.
Give RJ some fucking gas.
Jesus. And if there's a person
out
there,
we're starting to GoFundMe for RJ's gas, all right?
By the time, it's going to be too late.
He's going to be dead, people.
That's actually going to really suck. But it's, it is what it is. I just, I don't know. But we can move on from that. It just,
please.
It sucks. So in more enlightening news, okay, it came out yesterday, folks, or at midnight last night, the Mass Effect Legendary Edition.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to spend 50 seconds talking about this. It's incredible. I'm so busy tomorrow, but Sunday I'm not leaving my room. I'm not changing my clothes. I'm not going to bathe. And I'm going to be one with Commander Shepard.
While he's pumping his butt.
Dude, don't call it that. Pumping his putt?
Pud.
Oh, God, dude.
Pud pumping.
Dude, that should be the name of the show, Pumping His Pud.
Pumping his pud. Yeah.
It sounds like you're at a gas station, right?
What
you're
kind
pumping
of audience
the pud.
you think we're going for here?
Yeah.
I don't even know who listens to this show. Okay.
Just because you don't pay attention.
I don't pay attention to anything.
What we did find out is that mothers do listen to this show.
Yeah, so last night...
Especially our good friend, Dane Ann. Okay?
Oh, yeah. Well, she commented also.
Who also bought $500 worth of edibles on Mother's Day.
Nice.
Christ.
Wow, putting her out there like a motherfucker. You on blast, DA.
Jeez,
well, you said her name. I was just like...
Right, so
saying.
that means
No,
free
you're trying to
license
put the
to give
blame
out
on
all our
her.
business.
I'm not putting any blame on anybody.
You said her name. She knows her name. Her name was on the freaking comments.
We love you, DA.
We do. And I will possibly come find some of those edibles. Anyway.
Yeah, let's put them on a pizza.
Would you do that?
Dude, that'd be awesome.
I don't know.
There's not enough salty edibles, you know? Like, it's always like
you make
sweets, like cookies. I have, when I was out in California,
They have butter.
I had edible nuts.
Edible.
You know what?
That's the name of the episode.
Edible nuts.
Hey, with that pose you just did.
Edible nuts.
Look, Jesus.
With that pose, I had edible nuts.
It's always a sexual innuendo here.
God damn it.
It's all right. It's always good to have some edible nuts around.
So those nuts were delicious.
That's
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
So speaking of nuts, what are the best kind? Like, well, hold on.
This is what people tune in for. Nut talk.
So like, do you like pistachios? Do you like cashews? Do you like, whatever it may be?
That's how I know you're gay. All
What?
right. You want to know what the best nuts are?
Well, what's your favorite nut, dude?
First time with her? Oh, no, we're talking something different.
Yeah, that's probably, honestly, that is the best answer that you can come up with. No, but seriously, I wouldn't even thought of that. I would have just been like the salty ones.
I got news for you.
Oh my God, I forgot we
means
had
you
this.
gay.
Oh, we actually had a suggestion for one of the sound bites.
Well, put it in the comments.
I will put it in the comments. It should be the Rick Ross when he's doing, just like that.
Oh, you know what? I have a suggestion.
What's that?
What?
What, dude?
What?
That?
Oh, that shit would go on forever, though.
Yeah, especially if me and Shawn are here. Like, yeah, just.
But Jared controls the board.
True.
So.
That's true.
Yeah, my arm.
So
my little arms
I
don't
can't
reach.
reach that
Whoever
shit.
told you that, tell them to put them in the fucking right.
Dude, this was like a week ago though.
What?
I can't remember who told me.
God.
Nah, who told me? Fuck. I can't.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'll see
doesn't.
if I can.
Look,
I'll see if I can
RJ's
find
not
it.
about putting personal business out here. Okay?
Not at all. Not whatsoever. I don't know, man. Dude, life is just difficult for me right now.
Well, that's not good, RJ.
It's just, I don't know, man.
Well, we're here for you,
I
buddy.
got the old man's breath in my face. I can't find fucking gas.
You need to tell the story.
Oh, what, today? Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't.
Oh,
When
wait,
we
that
were-
wasn't on the show. Okay.
So, are you sure? No, this is on the show.
I
already
feel
said
like
it.
he talked about the old man on the show.
Yeah, I already said
did
this.
he?
Oh, no, what we were going to talk about was fucking treadmills and how dangerous they are.
Oh, watch
Yeah.
out, children. Do you know where your treadmills are? It's 10 p.m.
Dude, like, so let me tell you a story. So, this unfortunately was after my father passed away. I was at a hotel, okay? They had the little workout room and everything. And, my family's in there.
How old were you?
I was 14. And my dumbass, so for those that knew me in high school,
Clearly not an athlete.
yeah, I was at one point in my life, and I was good at it.
What, like 2 months when you were 4?
Yeah, probably, bro. But it's all good. No, but so my uncle's on the treadmill. He's got the basketball shorts on, like the normal workout gear on. Me, I walk in there. I got my baggy jeans on. I got my Scarface T-shirt on, and I got my pair of shock stunners on. Okay. And
The movie or the rapper?
No,
I
the
know,
movie. The movie.
Of course. I just want to show I know. who the rapper
Face
is.
Mob, by the way. And so he was like, I was like, here, let me get on there. And he was like, I don't know, man. He was like, you're not wearing that. I was like, oh, it's fine. So, I'm running on the treadmill. I'm running. And so I keep turning that shit up. And I fucking
Turn my shit up.
dude. So I fell on my face on the treadmill, right? So I fell face first down onto the treadmill.
Did your legs go up?
So this was the worst fucking part, dude. I'm not even. I can't believe I've never told this story. So between the end of the treadmill and the fucking
You did the unintentional worm.
bro. That's so there was.
You were like the Rock taking a stunner, like flopping up and
So
down.
you see, there was this much space between the end of the treadmill and the wall. Okay, so it was not Dude, so I fall, I get crammed against the wall, and my chin starts bouncing up on it, dude, like this, right?
Now it looks like you're doing something else.
Yeah, I know. Please don't. Please edit that.
There's your thumbnail for the show.
So, yeah, I was just like...
Yeah, get it, RJ. Womp, womp, chicken
So I'm
heads.
sitting there, and the only way for me to stop my chin from just getting ripped off my face, obviously, so I had to put my hands down on the treadmill. And then I put my hands on the treadmill, and I pushed myself off. Dude, I, like, burned my chin, okay? I had burns on my hands, and my uncle's fucking yelling at me. He was like, I told you not to do that shit. And he was
You're
like...
embarrassing me.
Yeah, and dude, like, he was like, I told you not to do that shit. And he's, and then we're in the car, like, 10 minutes later, dude, I'm like, I got, like, the ice pack on my face, and I got one in my hand, so I'm just doing like this.
And he's still like, I told you not to do that.
No, then he starts fucking laughing at me. He was like, he starts fucking laughing at me, and he was like, the only reason I yelled is because I cared. He said, but that was pretty fucking funny, man. Dude, I'm telling you, my chin was just like, like, oh my God, dude, it was,
That second demonstration was
I actually still have the scar on my hand. Hold on. Do I?
That'll leave you with that Frank Beamer neck.
Damn, I think it's kind of dissipated, but it was like, or is it right here?
This
Where
is what the show's doing.
Do you see that little scar right there?
That's not from when you cut
Yeah.
yourself.
No, you sick fuck. Do not
Don't joke
advocate
around about that.
Yeah, that stuff's not cool.
Don't try to kill yourselves, people.
Yeah, please don't. So yeah, this little scar right here, that's one of it because I had to like turn my hand. But yeah, dude, I couldn't grow like a beard for like a month. So I'm 14, puberty, whatever it is, and so my facial hair was growing out like this, and there was like just a bald spot in the middle. It was embarrassing.
Guys with beards are real punks. Don't worry.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I used to know one.
Yeah, you son of a bitch.
You motherfucker.
Yeah. Nice and see what you did there, kind of thing.
Groom yourselves.
It's funny because I do have like, you can't really see it, but I have like scars on my arms from the oven at work that make it look like I cut myself. Like, but I'm like, no, I just work in a pizzeria.
Yeah, so you're like tapping the screen. So you guys use just like a just standard oven where you rotate the pizza, right?
Yeah.
So obviously mine, I had a conveyor chain and everything with the ones I used. And I remember one Super Bowl. I'll never forget this, man. This is probably one of the busiest times I've ever seen my establishment. It was busy where, everybody's, doing the crazy screens going nuts. Everything's going. Bro, there was so much food coming out of the oven that the people at the oven tenders, they could not handle it. And these are very good guys on the oven. I mean, master oven tenders. And I turn around and, dude, all this food's about to fall out. I literally had to put my back against all three ovens, and it was just hitting my neck and my shoulders and my lower back, and it was burning the fucking shit out of me, dude. And I was like, grab it! And people in the lobby were like, oh, my God, what's happening here? This guy's dying. Oh, dude, we got that shit. I saved all that food. I'll tell you that.
Terminator music was playing in the background.
Bro.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun. But yeah, so okay, so let's fucking give Jared. So what's going on in your life, man?
What's going on is Jared's about to kill it on the stage tomorrow.
Yeah, dude,
night.
I'm super
We're
proud
fucking
of you.
hype, Jared.
I want to bring a sign, but I don't want to bring it on the Metro.
It's not
Don't fucking
SmackDown.
bring
It's
no
not
fucking
SmackDown,
sign.
RJ.
I don't care.
Did he say that before?
Literally.
Well, the moment you
all
go
right.
on saying I'm gonna be like the man Satch's lap, and then I'll probably get kicked out
What?
and miss the whole thing.
We're gonna be like, show your tits. Oh no, that's the wrong chant.
Just fucking
But
watch
do it
the show
anyways.
and enjoy.
We
Sure.
will.
But
But yeah,
your
so
tits.
I know what it's like to unfortunately burn yourself for the sacrifice of your job. Yeah, but yeah, I'll never forget doing that. That's probably one of the more wild things I did. Dude, all that food was about to fall on the floor, like all of it. We had 3 ovens running. It was fucking nuts, dude.
Sounds epic.
I mean, if you think about it now in hindsight, yeah, it's like, man, we killed it that night. But dude, that whole process was just absolutely batshit crazy.
Bad shit.
Guano.
Goes with our theme, I guess. The Batman.
Yeah, dude, Batman's cool. And so what's this new show on Netflix? I have it. What is the Jupiter show? Legacy
Oh,
of
I
Jupiter.
haven't seen it. There's a lot of Legends of
No
Jupiter.
idea.
Jupiter Legends. I have not seen it.
Okay, I thought about watching it.
I know what I did start. Well, listening to was the Miracle Midnight.
That's Dave Chappelle's
the
podcast.
Midnight Miracle. Well, it's Dave Chappelle, Talib Kweli, and Yassine Bey, which AKA Mos Def.
How many episodes are there? Just one?
Right now, just one. It's on Luminosity. So it's just you have to pay for a subscription. You get like a 7-day trial, but they're doing it once a week.
Now, do you know what Most Def's full legal name is?
I do not.
It's Most Definitely.
Oh, where's my fucking?
Wait, there's got to be a button for that. Wait for it. Wait for it, folks. It's coming. Jared's reaching. It's been a while since we used that one.
Yeah.
Well, I'm honored.
Yeah, well, I just saying. It's just. Oh, and then, unfortunately, in wrestling news, New Jack passed away today, man.
Fucking New Jack, who is like the craziest wrestler ever.
Jared, you should watch some of the shit this guy's done, dude.
Find the
I'm not gonna watch it right now.
Dark Side of the Ring documentary about New Jack.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts,
Bro,
dude.
I mean,
the guy's like broken his skull.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's almost killed multiple people in the ring. Like,
yeah, multiple people. And then there's something very well renowned, or I wouldn't even say renowned, very well known in the wrestling industry as the mass transit incident.
yeah.
So basically, it was an indie show, right?
It was ECW.
It was
actually.
ECW.
It was an
ECW
show. Yeah.
There was a young man who was not of age who claimed to be a professional wrestler.
But he was only 17.
He was only 17, and he got in the ring with New Jack. I don't know how this transpired, and New Jack beat him with like an inch of his life, dude.
I mean, he was using a fucking cheese grater, cutting his
yeah,
forehead
yeah.
open.
Jesus Christ.
Like, I mean, it was basically like the skin on his forehead was hanging off like a flap.
Yeah,
like,
dude. Yeah, he fucked that kid up, and then
So to me, it sounds like we're better off without him.
well, that unfortunately in the wrestling world, that is debatable, because of some of the crazy shit he's done.
Because you have to understand that ECW was a company that was all about. I mean, the E stood for extreme.
Yeah,
And so that kind of match was kind of par for the course, as crazy as it sounds. In
especially
ECW.
in the early '90s, mid '90s, because what a lot of people don't know is a lot of famous wrestlers, big stars, started in ECW. Eddie Guerrero,
Chris Jericho.
I mean Chris Benoit. Dean Malenko, Stone
Rey
Cold.
Mysterio,
Stone Cold was in ECW.
Yep.
I mean,
he was in WCW first,
but I'm saying there were a lot of so ECW
Rob
was
Van Dam.
very legit in terms of the stars they produced,
Yeah.
but the content was more than attitude. It
was extremely adult.
yeah. So,
It was,
but you should really check out the Dark Side of the Ring with him.
I will.
It'll kind of you'll be like, yo, this dude was nuts. Unfortunately, he did pass away today of a heart attack, from what I'm reading. So I know.
probably
I'm sure hardcore wrestling fans are upset. Casual fans probably don't even know who he is because he's been retired for several years now.
And he never made it to the big time.
Well, dude, somebody like him, he could never be.
They would
like
never sign him. He's too much of a liability. But he basically died your classic wrestler death. Is they die of heart issues way too young because of a mixture of the heart problems that are caused from wrestling and all the drugs and shit they do. Like, I mean, wrestlers they get hooked on painkillers and it's
steroids.
And
steroids too, absolutely.
Have you ever seen that thing with Kurt Angle where he was talking about taking how many Vicodin or whatever he would take a date?
Oh,
yeah. I mean, dude, some of these guys have
Kurt
like
Angle. He was an Olympic wrestler.
Yep.
Yeah,
Kurt Angle is a beast, bro.
With a broken freaking neck.
Yeah. Well, the wrestlers tend to have like fucked up necks. It's just because they're using their head so much.
And no, but it's
Dan Henderson. He was an Olympic wrestler. Same thing. If you see him walking around.
I mean, that's how Kurt Angle is right now, dude.
And
his neck is completely stiff.
It doesn't even look like he has a neck. He's like a turtle. And he also, he's deaf out of one ear because he's got that cauliflower ear, which is what amateur wrestlers get from being slammed on your side all the time. Because in his book, there's a good story about one of the first times that he was doing commentary on WWE. And, you put the headset on and Vince McMahon's talking to you in one of your ears, telling you things you're supposed to say. Well, that was in the ear that Kurt Angle can't hear out of. So he said, well, I went backstage and Vince was like, why weren't you telling all these things I was telling you to say? And he's like, oh, what are you talking about? And he was like, oh, he told me, say, oh, well, what ear was that in? And he's like, I can't hear out of that ear. Like,
That's fucking.
You're fired.
Yeah. You're fired. Yeah, dude, those segments used to be super
Kiss
great.
my ass.
Dude, so, yeah, it's just fucking nuts. What I was going to say, hold on, let me take my glasses off real quick.
Oh, we're getting
Oh, he's getting serious.
Oh,
No, I'm
shit.
not. They were hurting my head. I'm going to put them back on now.
Get
Since
deep.
you guys want to see how I look, now you can see how I look with them on again. Okay.
Sexy either way.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. It actually brings a tear to my eye.
I thought you were going to get a haircut.
I'm actually, well, if I can find some fucking gas for my car, I can drive to the barber shop.
I don't think that's how that works.
Is there
Okay,
not
so-
one in the
so-
shopping center right by your house? Is there?
Okay, so anyway.
There's actually 2 shopping centers. Like,
Hold on. So I'm getting my hair cut in the morning. And after I get my hair cut, I'm going to go hunt for gas. And when I run out of gas on the side of Telegraph Road, I'm going to have to call somebody to come pick me up and leave my car there. I'm going to need a gas can. I'm almost positive. Oh, but wait. Everybody bought them all. They're all gone. We don't have anything. I'm stuck.
RJ's hunting for gas. We're hunting for ass.
Dude, yeah, well, good luck to you guys. Yeah, like, God, dude, I feel like I'm going to be a hooker on the side of the road. Which I don't want to happen, by the way.
Better get that haircut first.
Yeah,
you
it'll
better
look...
do a lot of things if that's the route you're going. All right.
Well, hold on. This is
you
very
better
awkward.
do a lot of things.
I actually...
Okay?
Wait, hold on.
That's
chill out.
fucked up. That's fucked up.
Well, I mean, you know.
I'm just saying, I would pay, but there needs to be a little more
Oh,
alluring.
my God.
So that's fucking weird.
Damn it, Shawn.
Yeah, that's very weird. Yeah, so I don't know. We're just shooting from the hip, folks. Bang! There you go.
Oh, okay. So I asked RJ earlier. He has not seen Mortal Kombat. Did you see the Mortal Kombat movie?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I am already disappointed because the number one thing I wanted was at some point in the movie somebody to say toasty. Okay. Nobody did that. Other than that, I thought the movie was disappointing. What do you think?
Here's the thing. I didn't think it was disappointing at all.
I don't think it was bad.
I
but
liked it.
First off, there's
a
no
lot.
Tournament. There's no Mortal Kombat
They're
tournament.
setting it up for the tournament to come. That's why. Okay, let me put this camera back on me. So I thought it was
Look at the shape of my head.
very good. I'm not saying it was like a masterpiece and Oscar-winning worthy, but for what it was very good. It was better than the first one, I thought.
Not that much better, though. If better.
I thought it
But
was a lot better.
it's hard for me to judge the first one
But
because
okay,
I was a kid.
how about this? I went back and tried to watch after that same night that I watched the first one or this new one.
You know when you
I
watched the
went
first
back
one?
and watched the first one. I had to turn it off.
It
I
can't
was
hold
like,
up at all.
no.
I know the sequel was garbage. Annihilation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
that's one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like,
dude. Video games to movie adaptations,
It's generally not good.
they're generally not good.
it's the same thing as video games based on movies.
Yeah.
Although I think the first one to break that mold was the Spider-Man game on PS2.
Yeah, no, that was
Yeah.
very good. I liked it. The Matrix games weren't bad.
Yeah. PS2, that's where they started breaking the mold. Matrix, Spider-Man. Star Wars had some good PS2 games too.
Taking out the graphics cards and
Yeah.
hardware got better.
Yeah.
But I mean, just overall. But Sean's right. Like video games to movies are always. I mean, look at Super Mario Brothers, dude. It is.
Oh, Jesus.
You know, like you like it as a kid, right? But if you
Yeah.
watch it now, it's like, oh my
Talking about
god.
the TV
How is
show?
this a movie?
No, I'm
the
talking about the movie.
Yeah.
I don't remember a movie. I know there was
You're
a
lucky.
TV show when
You're lucky you don't remember that
Yeah,
movie.
dude, the movie where they had the okay. In my defense, as a kid, they had the action figures, they had the fucking badass boots that would lift them and everything. I thought that shit was cool. Like the Goombas. The Goombas weren't really Goombas. They were like huge fucking soldiers with little heads, and they had guns. The deatomizer, was that what it was? And then there was a fungus that would save people. It was the mushrooms, but it was like an actual fungus, and the
I
whole.
feel like I have seen it, but
It is not a good film.
I think I blocked that out of my.
Please,
You should.
you should. It is
Yeah.
probably by far. It's probably the worst movie ever
No,
made.
so you're telling me you didn't see the show? It was a show. Well, it was a cartoon, but
No,
it was,
I've seen that.
No, I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
no, so we've
that
seen
was
that.
good.
Yeah.
So yeah, because the cartoon resembles a video game, a real
No,
life
no, no.
action.
But I'm saying they had the real life people dressed up as Mario, and then they would jump in. Like if they're going to the adventure, they would jump into the pipe and go to the.
Well, that's
to
like
the world.
what was it? Nick Arcade. Did you guys ever watch Nick Arcade?
No, we're jumping around way too much. We were talking about Mortal Kombat.
Oh no, we were just talking about like video game adaptations.
Your might. Fight.
Because there was something I wanted to say about the movie.
What, the second one or the
No,
first
the
one?
new one.
The new one.
Yeah, now I can't remember. But
I did like that they did incorporate the old song. You know, they tried to update it, but
oh yeah, it was. It sounded like that was Skrillex. Did you watch it at the end where they were doing the ending credits?
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because my friend said, "Oh, there's a credit scene." Well, we sat through the whole
I
fucking
still haven't
credits.
seen the credits.
There was no credit scene. I was like, "Thanks a lot."
I'm like, this isn't fucking. this isn't fucking Marvel, bro. Like,
Right. But these days you never know because DC does the credit scenes too. And then there's even non-comic book movies like that fucking Hobbs and Shaw movie had a credit
let's
scene,
not
I think.
talk about that.
I like that movie, all right? It was dumb, but it was fun, dumb action. Like,
Two bald guys just going at it.
yeah, come
Two
on.
old bald guys.
You didn't smell what they were cooking.
Dude, fucking.
No,
Well,
dude.
but when you say
So-
two old bald guys going at it, it sounds weird.
But it's
Yeah,
The
'cause you
Rock and
made it
Jason
sound weird.
Statham.
I did intentionally.
And that's how we know you're gay.
Okay, well,
But what didn't you like about that movie, Jared?
What?
It doesn't matter what you didn't like about it.
So back to Mortal Kombat.
okay, go ahead.
Finish
I
it.
thought the fight scenes were the choreographed. Yeah, choreography was very good.
Joffrey.
Now we had this discussion at my gym about Sonya Blade, like how nobody like really
He
liked her.
wants us to know he works out.
I didn't know. Anyway, Sonya Blade, they were saying that she's not. They didn't think she was very good, and I was like, well, she's better.
She's never been very good.
But
She's Sonya Blade.
God damn it! That's what I was gonna say.
I'm sorry, I stole your thunder. I'm like Raiden.
Basically, what I was gonna say is she's not good in this one, but then I went back and watched the first one, and I'm like, she's better than the old one though. So I'm like, and then there was a cartoon somebody mashed together this chick, this Sonya Blade, where she was saying it's combat time, and it was like a bunch of fucking times she just said that shit every fucking 2 seconds, and it was like, yo, she's whack.
Well, this kind of brings me to one of my biggest problems with this new movie is that they put too much focus on characters where it's like nobody was picking these people when we played Mortal Kombat. Like, who was like, oh, I'm going to be Sonya Blade. Oh, no, I'm going to be Jax. Like,
I know plenty of people
I
that played
picked
as
Sonya
Jax.
Blade on the first one
okay, well,
because she was pretty badass.
and there were limited options.
Yeah.
But
Well, and
okay,
I
here's
never
the other
picked
thing.
Jax. I knew people who liked Jax though.
They made one of the main characters of this movie somebody who is not even a character in Mortal Kombat games. What was his name?
I forgot.
I can't, but you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
And the whole movie, I'm sitting there like, I haven't played all the games. Is this just a character I don't know about? Like,
Well, I was doing the same thing.
Yeah.
I saw it in the theater actually.
yeah, I did too, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. I was thinking the same thing about him. I was like, yo, who is this
Right.
guy? But I had to look it up later. He is just the descendant of Scorpion.
yeah. Well, I don't care.
well, if they're gonna,
But they're gonna make more movies.
yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say
but
maybe they're building.
you look. I'm a sucker. I'll see the next one, but make the first one better. If you want to pull me in, like
So you're saying you're not gonna watch the other ones?
I just said, I'm gonna see it.
Then why are you
alright?
complaining?
Because that's what this show is for. All right.
It's actually for us to vent about absolutely
Right?
nothing.
And if you like to complain, I think it's this side, but I'm just going to cover my bases. So like, share, and subscribe.
It's
Okay.
the side that the beer's not in that you're showing
yes.
to
Okay.
everyone.
Like,
Right there.
share, and subscribe.
Yeah, just keep doing that thing with your
Do
finger.
it. Do it now.
Yeah.
All right. Damn it. We're running out of time.
Nah, we're never running out of time. Oh, sorry, wow, putting these headsets on when they're actually
How
fully
many did you put on?
Headset. Okay, so only one. I did use the word S as in plural, as in more than one. There's only one on my head.
Get to your point.
I never really opened these all the way, and it feels so much better.
Are you liberated?
Bro, these things, we've already talked about the size of my cranium, dude, and how I can't have a hat I can't do anything. That's why I wore a visor.
Or 8 7/8 over there.
Dude, bro, it's like a soup bowl. It's like this. It's like just a chasm of knowledge. But my head feels relieved.
Chasm.
A chasm
Well,
of
we're
knowledge.
talking about head sizes. When are we coming up with that next batch of Mad Scientist Lab hats?
Yes, Jared. Please inform us,
like
since
I
I
said,
don't contribute.
I'm working on the landing page stuff and getting all that stuff so I can get all the orders, because I have to put them all in at once to get the price to be at a certain place where we can all afford them.
Jared's like,
So we
why
can
did you
all
just put me
afford
on
Since
the spot?
everybody wanted the fitted ones, now I have to fucking figure out which fitted one, how many of certain fitted or certain sizes and other sizes, and so everybody needs to know their fucking size.
So if you want a Mad Scientist Lab fitted hat, comment your size.
Yes, and then I'll put up the stuff so you can pay in advance later.
Nice.
Yeah. Pay, motherfuckers. Pay.
I'm gonna buy one.
They don't make them that big.
Yeah. He said, oh, God damn it.
We're going to
You
get
need to go to like lids and figuring.
You need like this
They're
cat
gonna
hat
kick
over
me out. They're
here.
gonna be like, good God, look at this guy.
You need to go find out what your size is.
9.5.
If you really want one, you need to find out what your
Oh
size
my
is.
God, I'm gonna have to go into the mall. I don't even like going to the mall.
I
The
like
mall,
the
the
mall.
mall. Okay, so the
I like
mall-
going to the mall. I don't like buying stuff at the mall.
You gotta go early.
Well, okay. I think I kind
or
of
like
agree
on
with Shawn.
Wednesday, you know, like
Yeah, during the day.
There is nothing in the mall now that I'll buy. Well, maybe I'm not saying.
because you're always like, I can get this online for cheaper.
No, I just won't wear that.
That's
shit.
how I am. Like, so
There's just a lot of stores in the mall nowadays, like higher brand stuff. Not to say that it's ugly, but I could never see myself
I was just
wearing
there
some of this stuff.
recently. I got these new Vans there.
Oh, well, that's shoe apparel. That's foot apparel.
Oh, Mr. Show Off.
Yeah, showing off his feet.
I
and
needed
his
some
shoes.
new shoes, man. Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna have
Are
to
they
get some shoes.
comfortable?
yeah, I mean they're Van.
I'm gonna be playing basketball in my Timbs.
I like skate shoes because they tend to be comfortable.
I've never owned a pair of Vans.
This is my first pair. I usually wear like Nike Dunks or Converse, but they don't really make Dunks anymore. So
Well, I've never owned a pair of Jordans.
me either.
Yeah, I've never owned a pair.
Can you believe that? A black person who's never owned a pair of Jordans.
I've only got about 20.
Yeah, we know.
Along with your fucking 8,000 hats that you
Yeah,
own.
8,000 hats.
And a few jerseys.
Every jersey from every team in all of sports.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
For the
just
last
saying,
40
is it not
years.
Fire? Okay, literally, this one is fire. But
No, it's nice. But I don't
Is
have that.
Charles Barkley?
Steve Nash.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey, it was a good guess. It was a good guess.
I didn't know his number.
No, yeah. Charles Barkley wore 34 with Phoenix, but interesting thing is that if you could find a Charles Barkley Mitchell and Ness throwback jersey, fucking hold on to that, because that is a valuable thing, because Charles Barkley charges he wants so much money for them to make his jersey that they basically never make it. So there are very few out there.
Oh, wow.
That's why I don't know if anybody, I'm sure there are people that watching this that used to play those 90s NBA games like NBA Live. And if anybody remembers, for a lot of years, there were a few people, Charles Barkley, Reggie Miller, and Michael Jordan, where it was the same thing, where they wanted so much money to use their likeness that EA Sports was like, you know what? We'll just
make a guy kind of look
We're
like
just going to make somebody that says shooting guard number 23 on
Yeah.
the Chicago Bulls.
I remember that.
Yeah, and his statistics are going to be 99 in every category, so you know he's Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
And all you have to do is go in there and edit player, and then you can just name him Michael Jordan.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So
I was actually not aware of that either, believe it or not.
yeah. So there were eventually Jordan came around, and now they put out these games where you can play with the old versions of Jordan, but Charles Barkley I don't think ever came around. So basically they don't put out Charles Barkley jerseys anymore.
That's because I mean they're smart for doing that, because they like, that's my likeness. Like, y'all pay me, motherfucker.
Right. I mean, you can look at it two different ways, because some people would look at it and say, oh, well, he's being so greedy. On the other hand, it's like, Well, they're literally making money off of selling jerseys with his name on it, you know? Like, so he does deserve a lot of money. Like,
that's like, if we I don't think we've ever talked about this, like the NCAA, how those players
right.
don't get shit, and they're selling jerseys all over the place with kids' names on the back of it.
Like, I would say what I've noticed from, looking on the website and other things is that you can get Michael Jordan jerseys, but they're not. You can't get the replicas. Like I have some authentics.
Wait, you mean anymore? Because
right,
I have them. I have two
yeah.
at my
well,
house.
of course. But from now, when they make the throwbacks,
Oh, okay.
Like
because I have a 45 and I have a 23 replica.
Dude, that 45, that's one I don't have in the collection. That's.
I had a 40. I had a 45.
I'm jealous.
No, I have one.
I had one back
I
when I was
don't
a kid.
have mine anymore.
I have a shirt now with him wearing the 45 that says I'm back, but I don't have the jersey. That's kind of my holy grail, actually, for my jersey collection, because Michael Jordan was really what started me collecting jerseys. And I've got pretty much everything else. Like I got a Michael Jordan UNC jersey last year. That was one of the last ones. I've got his high school jersey. I've got the Dream Team.
Didn't one of those sell for like $1 million, like 1.3 million recently?
Probably.
I just saw.
I'm sure it was authentic, probably autographed.
With ridiculous
I don't think it was
money.
autographed. I think it was game worn though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they're like, I can smell his sweat.
Yeah, it went for $1.3 million.
People buy weird shit like that, the sweat thing, and people. We were talking about it, like people buying bags of air.
People buy panties with sweat too.
It's crazy. That's another.
That's
thing.
a different story.
Yeah, I mean,
it's true.
I mean, but there's some. You think your life is weird, or if you might be a little odd, out there a little bit. Bro, people are into some weird shit, dude.
You know what?
Okay.
So why don't you tell us what you're into, RJ?
You know what, RJ?
Well,
I absolutely don't
going
disagree.
there.
There's a lot of weird fuckers out there into some weird shit. But you know what? If you've never gone into the bathroom afterwards and after doing the deed and giving your girlfriend's panties a little smell, well, I'm just saying.
Thank you for listening to episode 89 of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast, because this is probably going to be the last one, folks, or at least Shawn's. All right. Jesus Christ, man. Well, hold on. I mean,
I'm saying, come on. It's not a random girl. It's your girlfriend.
I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with sniffing panties.
If they're your girlfriend's panties.
They're your girlfriend's man, this is so fucking...
God.
Dude, this is good content right here. All right?
I can only imagine what this fucking conversation is going to start.
It's... Like, I mean, dude, if you're going to put your face down there anyway,
Right,
okay,
right.
So I see your logic, okay? But at the same time, I mean, just willingly...
But if I'm putting my face down there, I'm already smelling it. So why
that's
do
what
I
I'm
need
saying.
to continue to smell
why...
Okay, so
but I
you know
think
what? You're right.
Shawn's-
It's more so it's not right after the deed. It's more like... When it's almost, it works better like if you're living together, but even if not, when you're just together all the time, it's just kind of like on a random day, on a random thing. Like, oh well, this is here. I'm not saying it's like a big thing. It's just like give it a little whiff.
That should be the name of the episode. Give it a little whiff.
I don't care. You want to judge me? Judge me.
We're not judging you.
Nobody's judging.
Our audiences.
Take your judgments. All right.
So yeah, well,
you know what? Your audience knows, okay?
Well, yeah.
All right. I'm not the only one out there who's done it.
I mean,
okay?
Hey, man, you sent her in here with them titties. What you expect?
Well, good
right.
point.
What
good
did
point.
you expect? Okay.
So I get where you're coming from. I just think like panty sniffing is always.
Now I'm gonna have a fucking reputation. All right. Now they're gonna be like,
Panty sniffer.
Shawn the
hold
panty
on.
sniffer.
Well, hold on. They have
That is not the name of the episode.
Okay. It should be.
Panty sniffers.
Oh, bro. So like,
If you smell the well.
Oh,
yeah. So,
man.
but I'm saying the idea of like, just going into somebody's room. Say we're not doing the deed.
You're not violating somebody else's room. Like you're sleeping in her bedroom.
No, that's
like,
fine. I'm just saying, just like when she's not home and you just open up the drawer, like, hey, bro.
No, she's home.
Okay,
like,
it doesn't matter. What if you just there are
she's
people
sleeping like 4
panty
feet from
sniffing
me.
is associated with creepy shit.
Fair enough, but we're trying to break that mold. That's where the mad scientist lab is here
I get
for.
where you're coming from.
Yep. That's the purpose of this show.
No, it's not. No, it's not at all.
Man, there's not going to be a show.
That's our sign. That's our sign tomorrow night at Jared's show. Panty sniffers are
Don't
people
show
too.
up if you bring that.
Bro, I am not bringing a sign that says we sniff panties, dude. We're not going to make it off the metro. That's we're not going to make it off the
throwing
metro.
panties at us.
You know,
Yeah, we don't want those
and
metro
then there
panties.
are.
We
I'm
do
sure
not
there's
want
some-
metro panties.
No, we don't. We don't.
Red line, especially not.
Oh my god, dude.
Or yellow line.
Yeah, so it's just one of those things where, yeah, like where. But this, I think the idea. Okay, so I got to stop talking about
We're
this.
getting theoretical on the panties.
Well, it's just that I'm sure that there are people that do it. Yeah, you're right, with their girlfriend and whatever. But generally, well, then I was getting to that point. That there are people that, you know, they're the creepers that
like
they're in
break
somebody's
into their neighbor's house.
Yeah, and then they're just like, you know, do the whole
you
face,
caught me.
Yeah, the whole face plant thing.
I'm sorry I brought this up, folks. I was just
No,
talking about people
no.
who actually buy panties that have been worn by ladies and pissed in or whatever and they'll keep them in the bag, and then every now and then they'll want to take them out of the bag. And there's a market for this.
So how much did you
So
pay?
ladies, you can make a lot of money if you sell your panties online.
Jared, how much did you pay?
I didn't pay anything because
Nah.
I've never done
He
it.
got them for free.
I've never done it
Sorry, I couldn't help it. I had to do it at least one time. I'll
God
stop.
damn it, RJ. No, it's sweet.
Don't sniff panties, folks. And
Unless it's your girlfriend.
Yeah, unless it's your girlfriend and she's comfortable with it.
That's what we learned on the show today.
yes, that is exactly true.
I'm crying over here, literally.
I can see the tears in your eyes, sir. We can see them, and I've got my glasses on.
Oh,
Jared just brought up all this old information randomly.
Where
Yeah,
do we go from here?
nowhere. We leave.
To prison.
It's a
no, sir. You go.
Oh, real quick, real
please
quick
visit
before we do go, I would like to give a special shout out to the people at Burton's for taking such very good care of me, my family, and I for Mother's Day. Shout out to Ryan, Tui, Frank, Danielle. You know, all those guys took very, very good care of us. Had a great time. And we hope you guys enjoy your Mother's Day with your moms and whatnot.
Did we literally just transition from sniffing panties to Mother's Day?
And we're transitioning on the way out. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to episode 89 of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast. As always, it is I, RJ, the pizza guy, along with Jared, the visual mad scientist, and our good friend, Shawn, whose moniker might be changing after tonight's show. Okay.
Look, that's a fact.
That's a fact. Now I'm going to look at the pizza weird. I'm not going to lie to you.
Well,
I already ate a slice. It's over. I'll probably have another one. It's cool. I don't care.
we are what we are.
So you will see us next week with our landmark 90th episode.
And
90.
we will review Jared's
Jared
splendid
and,
stand-up show.
Yeah, so Jared, since the audience is listening, please good luck tomorrow. Sincerely, I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you do well. And we're there to support you.
This is the
And
way.
I promise I won't get drunk.
Well, that's bullshit.
That's a fucking lie.
We
Well-
know
well,
you're
if
going
I'm
to do
drunk
well,
in DC
Jared. We
on the
know
Metro.
you're going to kill it.
Yeah, we know you're going to do a good job, so we're really proud of you. Thank you for inviting us. Got our tickets today. If you're in the area,
did you get the email?
the email.
Yeah,
I mean, I got
the
it.
guy's gonna send an email,
Electronic mail.
and you're gonna you're gonna have to. He's gonna ask you who you're coming to see, and you're gonna have to tell him.
I didn't get that. I mean, I was charged for the 2 tickets that I purchased.
I'm not sure who
What
I'm going
email
to
did you
see.
put in?
I put my email in.
Okay, so then it's gonna come to your email.
Okay, I'll check my phone once we're finished.
Okay.
Dude, because I didn't know I had to do it through PayPal and all this.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
So use a regular card.
No, I did use my credit card. But it the option was PayPal only. And
They've
it's
never used Eventbrite, folks.
no, because we don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
They've never been to
Well,
events.
Oh, I've only been
Well,
to WrestleMania.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, which is the grandest stage of them all.
In all of entertainment.
No, it's the Super Bowl.
Okay, well, I've been to.
The Super Bowl is American. Wrestling is
it's
universal.
international.
It's American.
Anyway, so we will see you guys next week. Hopefully Shawn is here, not in prison. All right.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever.
Okay.
Audio Skulls all day.
The lyrics are just forever. The lyrics are just forever. The lyrics are just forever. The lyrics are just forever.
You can't have an opinion on something that you haven't even tried.
Exactly.
The lyrics are just forever. The lyrics are